Right, welcome back to another video on the Car Dealer's Diary channel. As you probably know already, we've got a little Peugeot 107. You've also probably seen in the other videos we've got a Toyota Aygo. And now we've completed the set because we've now got a Citroen C1 as well. So that's us got all three of them. So what I'll do, once we're finished prepping these cars, is we'll probably do a video road testing all three of them. We'll have a good look in depth into all three of them, and we'll try and figure out the differences, what one's better. I know they've all got the same engine, they've all got the same running gear, they're all pretty much the same, but they've all got very slight differences. There's bits across each of them that we like, and what Charlie will probably do, if he ends up getting one for his first car, he'll probably take all the bits for all the different ones that he likes and make one really good one, eh?
I'm getting a drift car for my first car.
Are you?
I'll be sliding. You can't slide these.
No. You're not going to be sliding an Aygo or a C1. So yeah, this is the C1 we bought. So the story behind this little C1, way back when we first got our first unit here next door, this actually belonged to one of your subscribers, and it was his first car, new driver, and basically it had a little bump in it. They booked it in to have a whole load of work done, including new shocks, new brakes all round. We put 4 new tyres on it. It got MOT'd, it got Lanigarded, undersealed, it got the whole works. We ended up replacing pretty much everything underneath, charged the guy X amount of hours labour, but before we actually done that, his son had a little bump in it. So when it did eventually come in, it had the old style front bumper on it, and it had a really dark blue coloured wing on it. It just looked a bit oddball. That was probably about 8 months ago. And then he got in touch with me again and said, Stephen, my son's had another wee bump in the car. Do you want to come and have a look? So I went up to see him, and the front end had another slight wee bump, but on the other side. So as you can see, it's no longer bumped. So we've already painted 2 new wings. We've got the proper VTR bumper on it, and the new wing on that side as well. So the whole front end's sorted already. So that was the minor bit. On the back, it had this little bump here. So there's a very, very tiny crease and a wee scuff on the bumper. But again, the insurance company had decided that this car was a Cat N and decided that they wanted to pay him out for it. So I knew the car had good bones underneath. I knew it was nice inside. I knew it had the upgraded stereo. I knew it had alloy wheels. I obviously knew all the work we'd done to it. And the best thing about it is it's got 42,000 miles on the clock. So it's pretty much just run in. It's a great little car. And with all the work we done, I knew it was worth it. So we ended up having a deal. I ended up buying the car for £400. We've spent a wee bit in the front end, getting the front end sorted, but now it's time to get the back end sorted. So we'll get the back end sorted. We'll refurb these wheels as well, because they're going to need a wee once over. On the inside it's not too bad, it's actually pretty clean. There's a few wee bits needing sorted, like the stereo doesn't hold memory and stuff. So we've got a fair wee bit of work to do on this car still, even though it looks very good. But we'll start with this back end. So I'm going to quickly rub this down. I don't even think, it's not even deep enough to try pulling it out first. I think a wee tiny skimmy body filler will fix that, and then we'll try and blend this quarter. So yeah, it's double skinned as well, isn't it, Charlie?
You could get a wee hammer behind there and just get a tap.
It's double skinned, I think, so you end up bending it. You could do. Let's get this rubbed down, a wee bit of body filler in it, and take it from there. So guys, we're nearly fully prepped up on the little Citroen C1 again. This is the little Aygo that Charlie done his first paint job on, and it's looking absolutely mint. We've not quite finished it yet because we're filming the 2 videos at the same time. I'm not sure what one will come out first, but if you haven't seen the Aygo video, go watch it. Good video. And this was Charlie's first ever paint job. It's looking awesome in the wet. He's painted the front bumper, the wing, the back bumper. We still need to replace the bumper bracket on there, but it's looking awesome. But now we're on to painting the little Citroen C1. Quarter panel repairs done. Charlie's just finishing up the masking now, and what I done was we rubbed this back, we done a little repair here, and put the filler primer on it. I like to leave the filler primer for a good 24 to 48 hours if possible, because filler primer does shrink back, and you want to get it nice and smooth. I put another tiny wee bit of primer on it because I burnt through the bare metal slightly. But yeah, this is almost ready to paint. We're going to have a blend down here at the bottom of the door, and then a little blend up here at the roof line, somewhere up here, and polish it in, and this quarter will be good to go. So I'm going to do this one, see if my blending skills are still any good or no, and we'll give Charlie a wee break for the painting, because he's got a couple of sets of wheels to refurb on these two cars as well, so plenty to keep him going. But yeah, let's get this one in base coat and hopefully painted, so we can go home Saturday afternoon, enjoy an early finish, and then come back Monday and unmask it and hopefully have a real nice paint job. Right guys, check this out. We've got the little C1 all painted. Obviously this is where we had a repair, and I've used colour, I've painted colour like all around here. You can see it on the tape marks. There was a little blow in there where there was a chip. I've painted round the wheel where the damage was. Little fade onto here, but you can see down here there's no blue paint. Same here. So I've literally just kept the paint to this area here to try and keep a really good colour match. I did bring the lacquer all the way around because there was a wee bit there that needed touched up, so I touched that up. You can see a wee bit of the blue overspray, but the colour match is perfect. And all I've done here, you can see on the bottom of the door, very little overspray, it's just lacquer. And I've blended it on here. I've used a bit of my blending spray again, that just needs polished up. And then the same up here, I've brought the fresh lacquer up to here, blending spray here, and then hopefully nice polish, and this will all come back to good. There's a couple of little specks of dirt in it, but do you know what? For the conditions we paint in, I'm super happy with that. The finish is good. It's going to need a little de-nibbing, get some of the bits of dirt out, but yeah, it's not really needing a full flattening polish. But it's time to get it unwrapped, get it out, because we've got some more paintwork today, and obviously we need to finish putting this back together so we can sell it. There we go guys, just like that, literally 5 minutes work, and that paint blend has completely disappeared. Looks absolutely perfect. You'd never know. Right guys, tips of the trade time. As you can see, we've got a pretty hefty scratch on this door. You can actually catch a nail in it, so there's no way it's going to machine polish out on its own. So, the easiest way to fix this, without making a total hash yet and having to paint the whole panel, is you need some paint for a start. Obviously we've got some left over because we painted the front end and the quarter panel on this. You're going to need to go to your paint shop, you're going to need to get a wee quarter litre of paint. It'll probably cost you somewhere in the region of 20 quid. You don't want a touch-up paint. because they add gloss enhancers and everything, and it doesn't work as much. You need the raw base coat. So all you need to do, get some of your paint. Some people like to use a cotton bud, some people like to use the end of a rag. I use my finger, doesn't really matter. Whatever you've got, get a blob out on your finger and just massage it straight into the scratch. Make sure you get it all in there. Get nice good coverage. Just like that. Now this isn't going to be an absolute perfect repair. There'll still be a scratch there, and if you go close enough you'll see it. But what this will do is take the eye off it. So while that's flashing off a little bit, you're going to need to source yourself some G3. I use G3 because it's the equivalent to like a 3000 cutting compound. And then you're also going to need your machine polisher as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave this to flash for another wee minute, because it's still a wee bit tacky. We want it to almost completely cure, but no quite completely. And then we're just going to buff over the top of it with a 3000. And then hopefully that should leave us a nice repaired scratch. So, nice and light, nice and slow. Don't press too hard. Just let the pad and the compound do the work. You'll slowly see the excess paint start to come away. A wee bit more. Once I'm finished with the heavy cut, I like to use just a little bit of a fine cut polish, just to remove any wee scratches or swirls that the heavy cut leaves. Right, there we go. Then just take a microfiber. Give it a buff. And there you go. You've lost your scratch. There you go. The scratch is right there. So certain angles you might still see it slightly. But there you go. I've got the camera less than a foot away from where the scratch was.
I can't even see the video.
Nah. It's a really good trick, isn't it? Really cheap, really good. And if you're retailing cars at your driveway, or if you've got your own business doing this, it gets you into a lot of trouble sometimes, because that looks so much better. Right. Now that I'm getting away all the trade secrets, time to go on with the rest of the car. While Charlie continues with the machine polishing, he's only got, I think, the wing, the door and the back quarter to do. I'm going to carry on with some much needed brake shoes. So these actually came with the car. I think they're actually done to the metal. They're a wee bit grindy, and any time you leave the car in the damp for any more than a day, the handbrake locks up. You've got to hammer it to get it off. So these are desperately needing done. So we'll get these done, and I think one of the last jobs after that is the inner wheel arch guard, and then we can touch up all the black trim. And this little car's almost ready to get advertised. There's not much left on it, is there?
Wheel refurb, that's it.
Maybe a wheel refurb, yeah. Right, brake shoes. Right guys, check this out. The little Citroen C1 is finally finished and it looks amazing. All that hard work's paid off. So you guys never really seen it, but we replaced the whole front end because previous owners had a wee bump, put the wrong style bumper on it, ended up needing a wing. It was all different colours, so we replaced the whole front end. We've now got the model year correct bumper, the VTR Plus bumper. We've got the front wings on, proper colour, all looks amazing. The back quarter panel came out absolutely insane. I was going to sort of get a wee cut and buff and take some of the dirt out, but looking at it outside I'm not even going to bother. The blends look absolutely incredible, can't see them or feel them. The repair's been amazing, and of course the back bumper looks spot on as well. Interior wise, it needs another quick clean, but we don't need to go through another detailing video. We've done loads of them, so literally just a quick clean and an MOT, and this little car is 100% ready for retail, ready for its new owner. And yeah, you'll not get a better C1 anywhere for this money. It's all been lanyarded, new shocks, new brakes, new shoes, new paint, new everything. It looks incredible. So if you're a new driver, you want a wee runabout, you've got a motorhome and you need something to drag along, 42,000 miles, this little car, absolute belter. So yeah, anybody interested, let me know, give me a shout. You can contact us direct, or my email address is on there. I'm probably going to advertise it on Facebook and on Marketplace. I don't know if I'll do an Auto Trader ad for it, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll get this one up for sale and on to the next one. So if you like this type of content and you want to see more of us fixing up cars, flipping cars and trying to get this car dealership up and running, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content, because we've got loads of it coming. As you can see, loads of projects to work on, so plenty of stuff happening. Thanks again for watching, we'll see you next time.